Max,
What's up?
is this a mistake by Belichick?
No, it's exactly the right move by Belichick. Look, Guerrero, according to, in October, Tom Brady's personal guru is a glorified snake oil salesman, right? This is Boston News, but there are a million different outlets that will cite this. Guerrero got in trouble. Talk about a snake oil salesman. Guerrero got in trouble for inventing a study in which he claimed that 192 out of 200 patients survived cancer using this essentially magical elixir that he discovered. I mean, this is a guy who he claimed he's a doctor. He's not a doctor. You know, he and Brady are going into business, hawking their wares, which is a lot of BS. It's nothing real. It's all, nonsense. And this guy is now right there at the facility, not only dealing with Brady, but treating other players. The training staff is obviously not going to be happy about that, the people who actually know what they're doing. And Belichick sees this as a potential problem. Also probably, I imagine, figures, hey, if something bad happens in the future, I need to be on top of this. Like, hey, we distance ourselves from this guy. And he intervened and said, no, you want to go see him at his place. You can't see him here. And that's the right thing to do, even though Brady's the star quarterback, even though this guy makes Brady feel comfortable, obviously, even though Brady's clearly in business with him, plan on selling this line of products, which is hokum. Even though all those things are the case, Belichick is the coach of the team and the GM, and Belichick is showing the team even Tom Brady can't get away with this. He's also protecting the team, and he's placating the training staff. On top of all that, doing the right thing. This was absolutely not a mistake.
I think it was a mistake. And here's why I think it was a mistake. Somebody needs to tell me when Alex Guerrero arrived with the New England Patriots. From my understanding, he was there for several years. Max, I'm not refuting any of the information that you have. It's the same information that I have. I get where you're coming from. But here's where I disagree. The man has been around, and obviously his prime client is Tom Brady. Tom Brady is the franchise. Tom Brady is somebody whose greatness we marvel at, not just because of his performance on the field, but his durability, his reliability to go along with his capabilities. Other than 2008, when he had the nasty injury that he suffered, the knee injury that he suffered when he was throwing a pass, and in the midst of leaning forward to throw the pass, he got hit in the knee against Kansas City. Other than that season where he went down in game 1 and missed the rest of that season, Tom Brady has been the starting quarterback for the New England Patriots since 2001. The man has missed one game. One game. So something that this guy, Alex Guerrero, is doing evidently is working. And if it's working for Tom Brady and other players want to use him, they are fully aware of the fact that they are team trainers with the New England Patriots. So if they know that they have that personnel available to them, but they still elect to use a guy that Tom Brady is using, and it appears to be working for them in a fashion similar to how it's working for Tom Brady, then what's the damn problem if you had him around for ages? Robert Kraft told the New York Times years ago, Robert Kraft said, hey, you know what? It comes with its challenges, but I have a coach leading the way and a star that's doing the same. They were dealing with it up to this point. If other trainers and what have you have problems with it or whatever the case may be, then you know what? The players have the right to make a choice as to who they want treating them. That evidently was the kind of policy that was taking place with the New England Patriots all of these years. It appeared to be working for them. Why the change now?
Well, Stephen A. Belichick's not making a mistake. This isn't a problem because of hierarchy, because of chain of command, something I know you, Stephen A., actually believe in very much. It's really not about right and wrong, but whether or not it's Bill Belichick's decision. See, in the end, he runs the New England Patriots. He's in charge of those football operations. He's in charge of everything that happens in that building. And if there's a guy inside that building that is causing conflict with the people that Belichick has hired, he has to go with the people he's hired. He can't let there be sort of a mini resistance inside of his fiefdom. Even if it works, by the way, Stephen A., I'm not trying to split the baby, and I'm not trying to also fight with both of you. See, I think you're wrong, Max. I think you're completely overstepping your bounds when you call it hokum. I think when you call him a snake oil salesman, you've gone too far. There is no doubt the things you cited are true, Max, and Guerrero has done stuff and gotten in trouble and apologized. on many of those levels. But that doesn't mean everything he's doing and everything he's saying is hokum. I mean, the guy's preaching nutrition.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. A guy sold a cure-all that he claimed cures concussions and cancer, invented a study that didn't exist, called himself a doctor. Will, the definition of snake oil salesman is a guy who holds up something that doesn't do what he claims it does, invents evidence and says, this does what I claim to. He is the definition of a snake oil salesman.
I got your point. I got just a little bit more that I'd like to try to get to, and that is, you're right that was selling snake oil. Does it mean that everything he's doing makes him a snake oil salesman and is wrong? And you're not right about that. Clearly, as Stephen A. points out, it's working for Tom Brady. And by the way, is nutrition snake oil salesman? Is stretching and pliability? Is body weight exercises and snake oil? It's clearly working for Brady. By the way, it seems to be working for Gronk. It seems to be working for many players. But in the end, I'm okay with Belichick still pushing him out of the building because it's Belichick's organization and you respect chain of command and hierarchy even if it's wrong. That's why it's not a mistake.